Hello everyone. Welcome to part 4 of our guide on creating your own Five Nights at Freddy's game using Scratch. In this session, we will work together on designing the camera buttons and the monitor. While we will not be covering the creation of the cameras just yet, don't worry, I will be explaining that in the next part. Creating this video presented some challenges as I encountered several issues with the code along the way. Throughout the guide, you will see the different errors I faced. However, each challenge provided an opportunity to find effective solutions, and I am excited to share those with you. In the previous guide, we created the door and door light buttons. I have also chosen to add more detailed elements to my office to enhance its depth, and I recommend considering this approach as well. Now, let us dive into the video and continue building on our progress. To enhance our game, we should start by addressing some missing code from the previous guide. There was a minor glitch where pressing the light buttons failed to display the hallway upon entering the game for the first time. We can easily resolve this by adding a show block in the appropriate location within the scripts. Additionally, it is important to ensure that our sprites are hidden when the green flag is clicked, as this will improve the overall user experience. Let us take a moment to focus on creating our camera buttons. We will begin by designing a button that activates the monitor when the cursor is nearby. It is essential to ensure that the button has a sufficiently large hitbox to make it easy for players to interact with it. To achieve this, I am adding a transparent rectangle shape over the button to serve as the hitbox. If you are unsure about adjusting the opacity settings, I recommend checking out my guide on customizing your studio. It covers all the necessary settings and only takes a minute of your time, so I encourage you to go watch. Once you have completed the creation of your button, we can progress to the coding phase. The first step will involve writing code that enables our monitor to flip up in response to the cursor's contact with it. Once you have finished your code, it is time to create a new sprite for your monitor animation. I recommend that your animation consists of at least 10 frames. This will ensure a smooth transition when we switch to the cameras. Now that you have successfully created your monitor animation, let us shift our focus to the coding aspect. The first step is to set up an animation placeholder. If you remember from our previous guide on creating doors, we followed a similar process, and we will be applying that knowledge here for the monitor. We will add a repeat block that cycles through the frames you have created. To clarify how to implement this, since we already have our first costume block established, remember to subtract 1 from the total number of frames to determine the value for your repeat block. For instance, if you have 10 costumes, you should set your repeat block value to 9. This will ensure that each frame plays sequentially, creating a smooth animation. You can now see your monitor animation flip going up and down. Let us move forward with this code to enhance its functionality. Make sure to follow along with the video for the best results. In this video, I have identified my first mistake, which is a great learning opportunity. If you take a look at the block labeled when I received camera down, you will notice that I mistakenly did not include an animation placeholder code. The proper action would have been to substitute that placeholder with the actual receiving camera down script. I will be addressing this error later in the video, and I appreciate your understanding as we work through it together. To enhance the functionality of your buttons, it is beneficial to place them on a forever block. This will ensure they remain in the front layer, free from any interference from other elements. Make sure to go back to your loading sprite and add any variables you have made and set them to 0. To enhance the functionality of your project, it is important to set the cam variable to 1 immediately after the monitor animation concludes. I have made some adjustments to the wait time in order to better synchronize the variable change with the moment the monitor flips up. I recognize the mistake I made earlier by not including the animation placeholder in the script. I have now corrected this by updating the code to include it. I appreciate your understanding as we improve our work together. After addressing my first mistake, I encountered another challenge. Although it took me a bit longer to find a solution for this one, I am confident that I will come up with an effective approach later in the video. In the meantime, let us shift our focus to other important topics. To enhance our experience, we will implement a feature that allows all sprites in the office to vanish when the camera moves upward. This will provide a clear view of the content displayed on the cameras, improving visibility and focus on important information. As you can see, our entire office disappears as soon as the monitor goes up. I truly apologize for the bugs and glitches in the video. Know that I am committed to fixing these issues throughout. Game development is a challenging and lengthy process, and I am here to support you every step of the way, ensuring that we create a smooth experience for viewers. I have made some adjustments to the code to enhance the authorization process for this issue. I encourage you to follow along with the video, as it provides a step-by-step guide to help you resolve this glitch effectively. I am happy to report that we have successfully addressed the technical difficulty. It is great that we found a solution to this issue together. In the video, I took the extra effort to ensure that the code functions perfectly by playtesting, which will help us avoid any potential problems moving forward. Now, we can confidently move on to the next step. In this part, we will be designing a user interface for when you look into the camera, which will feature a map of the building. Let us move forward by designing our user interface, which will feature a comprehensive map of the building. In the upcoming guide, we will enhance this interface with camera view buttons, and I am optimistic that this will make things easier than in this guide. This segment is quite straightforward, allowing you the freedom to customize the layout of your map as you see fit. I plan to model mine after the map from the first 5 Nights at Freddy's game, but you can choose a design that best suits your vision. After you complete your work, we will proceed to ensure that it displays correctly when we pull up the monitor. Additionally, you will find that the script is quite straightforward to modify, making it easy to adapt to your needs. I have come across a new error, and while it is unlikely you will face the same issue, I wanted to share a potential solution just in case. If you do encounter a similar problem, you can remove the script that appears on your screen. Before doing so, please double check that you have the exact script, as deleting anything important might affect your progress. Taking these precautions can help ensure a smoother experience. If you notice that your monitor button is not showing, do not worry. There is an easy fix to this. This next part is optional, but I find it enhances our user interface and makes it more engaging. I plan to add a blinking red button to signify that we are actively monitoring. This feature is quite simple to implement, it only requires switching between frames every second. I will also demonstrate this on screen to show how it works. To enhance the quality of our game, we must conduct thorough testing to identify and eliminate any remaining glitches. It is essential to immerse ourselves in our game to uncover any hidden glitches that might disrupt the experience. One notable issue we have discovered is that the hallway inexplicably appears on screen, even when we are supposed to be observing through the cameras. Fortunately, just as we've tackled previous challenges, there is a solution waiting to be implemented for this one as well. We are excited to announce that we have completed the construction of our monitor. If you experience any delays with always disappearing, please do not be concerned. This is a minor issue that we will address in the next guide, where we plan to implement effects and camera views to enhance the overall experience. Creating this guide presented some challenges due to various glitches, but we are pleased to report that we have worked through these issues effectively. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's guide. In our next tutorial, we will delve into the creation of different camera setups. We appreciate your engagement and look forward to seeing you in the next guide. Goodbye and have a good day.